If you are experiencing foundation issues, get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
This month's TV 47 Star Student of the Month.
Ellie Rose Jones, a 13-year-old from Munford Middle School, is our star student this morning. Ellie, good morning.
Good morning.
Good to have you with us today. Tell us a little bit more about yourself, Ellie.
Well, my name is Ellie Rose Jones. I go to MMS, Munford Middle School. I'm in the 8th grade. I'm 13 years old, and I'm a straight A student.
Okay, talk about your family. Who are they?
Well, I live with my mom and my brother and my dad, and then I have a brother who's 22 years old, and he lives on his own. And then I have a pet dog named Lucy. So that's
What kind of dog do you have?
Well, she's a border collie mix, I'm pretty sure, but she's just fun. She's a good pet.
So she's your buddy, right?
Yes, she's definitely my buddy.
All right. What's it like being a student at Munford Middle?
Well, Munford Middle School is a really good school. We all get along and the teachers get along. It's just a good environment altogether. So it's really small. So when you go out, or you usually see your friends or something like that. But one of my favorite things at Munford Middle School is the activities we do. So we actually have multiple activities, but my favorite is coming up. It's called the Who's Who's Dance. And every 6th, 7th, and 8th grade comes to it, and you get there from good behavior. And each year we have a different themes.
Now, when is this dance?
It's actually next Friday for us. It's between like late January, early February. But each year it has a different theme. So my 6th grade year, it was Alice in Wonderland theme. My 7th grade year, it was sea and ocean theme. And then this year, it's probably going to be one of my favorite years. It's Wizard of Oz, which is one of my favorite movies.
All right. What's some of the classes you take at Munford Middle?
Well, we have, my first period is science, and that's our teacher's Miss Simpson. And then my second period, I have PE, but then my third, I have math, Algebra 1. It's Miss Morgan. She's our math teacher. My fourth period is Miss Baker. She's our English teacher. My fifth period in 8th grade, you have a typing class. His name is Mr. Sanders. And then my sixth period is history, and that's Coach Thompson.
Good grades?
Yes, sir. Definitely good grades.
All right. What do you attribute your success to at Munford Middle School? 13 years old, got a lot of stuff going on outside of school as well. What do you attribute your success to?
Well, I know, definitely thinking about the future, but my success, I'm not really quite sure yet. I know I have dream jobs and a family I want to have, but definitely sports-wise, I'm big into the athletics. So, like, I used to play soccer, but now I play volleyball and softball, so that's...
Let's talk about your softball prowess and
Yes.
Softball season coming up.
It is. We actually started practice just like 2 weeks ago, maybe, training and stuff like that, but we're just starting now. We have junior high, junior varsity, and varsity, and I'm excited because our games aren't until like February.
What position you play?
Well, I pitch and I play center field in softball.
Okay, so you hit pretty good?
I do, yes.
All right. Now, Munford, a community that's between Talladega and nestled right next to Oxford. What are some of the pluses of living in a community like Munford?
Well, like I said, it's a very small community, so whenever you go somewhere, you most likely see somebody. It's smaller, so you have more things to do, kind of like beside you, like how we have Talladega and Oxford. And I know a bunch of people, not just my in-school friends, but outside of school friends at other schools. So like around here, Sylacauga, Oxford friends, people like that. So that's nice. That's a plus, having other friends outside of just our school.
You're involved in church there?
Yes, sir. I go to Fellowship Church in Oxford, and I'm in the youth ministry there. So.
Okay. All right. Fantastic. Your favorite subject is maybe history?
Yes. My favorite subject used to be math, but I've came to the conclusion that history this year has really had a big impact on me. The reason why I love history so much this year especially is because the conversations we have, and it just shows the growth that we've had from back then compared to where we are now. It just shows the big dramatic difference we have from back then. I really like that.
All right. We're talking to Ellie Rose Jones. She's a 13-year-old at Munford Middle School, then that puts you in what class, what grade?
I'm in the 8th grade at MMS, and
You're almost a freshman.
yes, I'm almost in high school. I'm very nervous, but it'll come eventually.
Who's some of your friends at school?
Well, I have a bunch of friends, but do you want me to say names?
Nah, well, as long as you got a bunch of friends.
Yeah, I just have a bunch of friends.
If you ever hit a bump in the road, who would be your go-to person?
Definitely my mom,
Okay.
or I'm really close with her, but I have a youth pastor at my church, and her name's Shalina Cofield. She is definitely another go-to person. I can tell her anything and have conversations with her about anything, and she just helps me through a lot, and she supports me. So.
Being a straight A student at Munford Middle School, you seem to have it all together at a young age. You think about your future, and what would you like to do, you think?
Yes, I would either like to be a nurse anesthetist or a physical therapist, and it changes from time to time, but I want to be right now a nurse anesthetist just because I think it would be cool to be able to help the anesthesiologist be able to put them to sleep, just to be in a surgical room. I think that would be very interesting and cool, knowing I can put somebody to sleep so they don't have to go through pain, I guess, for their surgery. And then I was thinking about maybe a physical therapist too. I know quite a few people that want to be that, but I think it would be cool to help people develop their motor skills and their body as a function. So,
finally, being an 8th grader, finishing your final months before moving on to high school, how would you like to be remembered as you step from middle school to high school?
well, I know definitely my teachers. I definitely want to good behavior and good grades, knowing that I've influenced them somehow, helping them out or anything like that. But sports maybe, I'm not really sure, but just being a good student.
All right, finally this morning, favorite food?
Anything pasta related, like noodles or something.
Favorite restaurant?
Chick-fil-A.
Okay. You like movies?
Yes, my favorite movie is probably there's this movie called 5 Feet Apart that I love.
All right, and favorite vacation spot?
I like the beach a lot, but I really do like Gatlinburg, Tennessee, so the mountains, definitely.
I do too. I'm with you on that. She's looking right there in that camera, ladies and gentlemen. Her name is Ellie Rose Jones. She's an 8th grader, 13 years old at Munford Middle School, and she's a volleyball player and softball player, straight A student, fantastic young lady, member of the Fellowship Church in Oxford. Ellie Rose Jones is our Star Student of the Month.
Tune in to Daybreak weekdays at 6:30 a.m. for your Star Student of the Month.